And this is the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show. A night featuring two of the elites in net produced the expected net result. 2-1 the final. And the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Rangers to end their 4-game winning streak. Hi, everyone. Inside our Delta MSG studios, John Giannone, Henrik Lundqvist, Steve Valiquette. Rangers had 14 shots on goal combined in the first two periods. They had 13 in the third. The push was there, but the push back was just as strong.
Yeah, it was a great third period by the Rangers. But Toronto, they were committed to playing defense tonight, and they did it really well. The Rangers had a few good looks in the third, but that second opportunity was not there, second or third. It felt like the Toronto Maple Leafs, they were in the right place the entire night to get to loose pucks and help Campbell out. And he also played really well. We talk about his style, but he's getting it
What
done.
style?
Yeah, the winning style. As
It's exactly.
Yeah.
That 943 just went up a few more points.
We talked in the pregame, Steve, about the importance of the Rangers scoring first. We see that almost throughout the league. It's about 2/3 every year.
Yeah.
And Toronto scores first. They're just as successful, and they did that.
Yeah, they're 7-1-0 when scoring first. And the thing about it, guys, was that the Rangers were chasing the game after Toronto scores in that first period, and it just felt like it was out of reach a little bit at times, especially through the second period, but not until the third when they came back and had a strong third. Toronto was able to assert their game on the New York Rangers because of that first period. They didn't let Shesterkin in the game. They only had 5 shots. They didn't let him run his October 18th start in Toronto where he was so hot into this one. There was definitely some game planning on their behalf that they were able to execute.
Yeah, and watching this game, it felt like Toronto, they didn't do too much. They were up a goal, and they were playing patient. And in the past, you've seen them, try to do more all the time because they have so many players on that team that want to score. They want to have points every night. And tonight, they showed that they can play a mature game. So it was hard for the Rangers to really get going in the first two periods.
Yeah.
Credit for the pushback in the third. It came really close in the end.
The Cookie Monsters in Toronto aren't really firing like they used to. They're waiting. They're sitting back and they're playing D. They're playing like a team that wants to do something in the playoffs. They haven't won a playoff round since before the 04-05 lockout.
Right. And the players that we know can and want to score, guys like Marner and Matthews and Tavares and Nylander, weren't on the board tonight. It was Morgan Rielly in the first period, and then to double the lead on the power play was Morgan Rielly again in the second.
Correct. And it started with a really nice save by Igor Shesterkin. He has a really nice save, and it's about a minute and a half prior to being able to, you're trying to put this game within reach. And Shesterkin was called upon at certain points and had to make saves. But you're seeing this one right now where Campbell makes the save on the 2-on-1. And he stands up. And we talked about this in that second intermission. That takes a little bit of confidence away from the shooters of the New York Rangers, just feeling about indecision on where to shoot next on him. And then, of course, Shesterkin is doing his best, but he's not really getting a ton of work at this point. And it's a 5-hole shot that beats him from the slot area where it's a toe drag, and it's a nifty shot by Rielly. You got to give him credit. He knows how to score in the league.
And that's the thing, too. When you play PK and you have an opportunity to clear the puck, and a lot of times when you don't get it out, that's when you're the most vulnerable. It felt like they were really committed to get that puck out. It didn't happen, and that opens up the middle of the ice. So it was hard for the Rangers to recover on that play. But, they came so close to get it out, and the penalty's over, and instead it's another goal.
Morgan Rielly had gone the first 15 this year without a goal. He now has 3 in his last 3. That gave the Leafs a 2-goal lead headed to the third period. We saw the Ranger push in the third, and it resulted in a goal. Speaking of first goal of the season, first goal as a Ranger for Dryden Hunt.
Yeah, and I thought it was interesting that you talked in the green room about 58 goal scorer in junior hockey. Yeah. This was our talking about Gauthier and these guys that are all used to scoring. They have the finishing ability, just a matter of sometimes getting those opportunities in the NHL. But it starts here with a huge save by Shesterkin, and you see the score there. It's a 2-0 game, 18 minutes to go here in the third period, and about a minute and a half later, Hunt makes a great play at the blue line to keep it in behind. It changes direction to the other side of the ice. Excellent screen here from Strome. This is a pass off pads from Kakko. That's an outstanding setup and goal for Hunt. And you like to see that. It was a good offensive play, and you hope to see more of it.
You also can see Campbell there. He doesn't know where the puck is going because it hits Strome.
Yeah.
And that's so, as a goalie, when the puck doesn't hit you, normally when it hits you, you know exactly where it's going and you can recover. But in that case, it hit Strome, so he was so late to recover, and it was an open net. But a smart play to just put it on net. Sometimes when it's hard to create chances, you just want to get the puck there, and good things will happen.
Nice to see Strome on that one, too, being on the side of the net for a screen. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, so Dryden Hunt scores his first goal in 31 games, his sixth in 104 NHL games. And that gave the Rangers now having the deficit. It went to 2-1. We talked about what they did in the third period. They put 20 shots at Jack Campbell. 13 of them went through to him, and it could have been a tie game with the opportunities they had.
I like what Joe Micheletti said. He said this game just needed to be a few more minutes longer. They just needed a little bit more time, and the Rangers needed to win a few more face-offs to have those chances that come directly off the draw. They had to fight back and collect the puck. It wasn't an easy night for them to be able to have possession of the puck. The Leafs made it hard on them, but they had their opportunities. This backhand look from Panarin was close, didn't quite get through Jack Campbell, but off the rush, they were looking. And this one here could have maybe been a call on Muzzin as Fox went down going towards the net. Lots of opportunities at the net, guys. They were funneling everything there. Open look here from Trouba. Nice glove save from Campbell. But they were getting there, and it was the dying moments of the game when that last shot goes off Muzzin. It was so close. They were right there.
Yeah, you're watching these highlights. Toronto had 5 guys in the house every time. So it was hard for the Rangers to create these big open looks. And when they did, there was no second place. And so, again, they were committed to play in the house. I bet they've talked a lot about that in the offseason because they can rely on skill and offense on a lot of nights.
Yeah.
But there's going to be teams where you're just going to be able to have to play defense. And I think they're going to take the next step this year and probably win a playoff round.
Don't say a Stanley Cup.
I didn't. I said a playoff round.
Astute yet amusing observation from the Athletic Rangers writer Arthur Staple, who said the Toronto Maple Leafs at long last are playing Lou Lamoriello hockey. That's what it looked like tonight.